Hi everyone. Okay, I'm going to make my very first milk soap because I really wanted to try it. So in order to make a milk soap, I have to use the cold process method. I've never done cold process before though, so this will be my first time. Because you need to use the cold process method, the reason behind it is because if you use hot temperatures with milk, you may scald the milk or burn it, and the result is usually smelly soap that is brown. And I don't want smelly soap that's brown. Brown I don't mind, but because I don't use any heavy fragrance oils or anything like that in my scent, I can't cover up that smell. So that's Maya in the background. So I looked and researched for the way to do milk soaps, and I didn't find very much information. If you're using a regular milk, homogenized milk, which is 3.25% fat, whether it's goat's milk or beef milk, what you can do is do a 5%. Instead of this 13, you put 5% super fat discount, and then don't include the milk or at all in your recipe. Just substitute the water amount that you would have for your regular homogenized milk, and then you would end up with an 8.32% super fat amount, and that's how I think that most people do it. Okay, so I got the information from a friend on my one of my soap groups on Facebook, Chrissy. She's the one that told me that that's how she does it for like milk soaps. She makes goat's milk soap, which is awesome soap. Okay, yeah, Chrissy is she makes her own soaps and she sells them online at www.stonemountainsoaps.com. So yeah, she's the one that told me that that's a good way to make milk soaps when you're using homogenized milk, goat's milk. Okay, but this particular idea that I had, I wanted to call it like a cocoa soap or a chocolate milk soap. So cocoa, when I make cocoa, I use a cream, like a cereal cream. So I wanted it to have that kind of creamy type of texture. I don't know if it's going to work or not. So I decided to use cereal cream for my soap, and when you do that, it's a 10% fat, so I didn't want to go over my fats because I didn't want to end up with dreaded orange spots, DOS, or otherwise known as rancid oils in the end. So I emailed SoapCalc and asked them how to do it. You hit the contact up here, and it gives you a screen where you can type in your name and email address, and you can ask them whatever questions you want. So that's what I asked them, how to calculate a soap using like a cream, or if I wanted to even do whipping cream, which is 35% fat, you can do it this way. So what I did is I calculate your recipe as normal. So you type in your amounts for each of your different items, which I should have done already, but I haven't done it yet. And 10 and 5. Okay, so you calculate, whoops, all of that. You hit that, make sure you have, I'm doing a 13% super fat amount. And then click over here, instead of weight of oils, instead of being in pounds, click on ounces and put 64 ounces. Well, I'm using 64 ounces because I'm doing 4 pounds. And then hit calculate recipe, and it comes up with the amount of ounces that you need to use for a 4-pound recipe for each of these oils, and it gives you a water amount. So you do, I'm just going to delete some of those pages, click on multiple tabs here. So calculate recipe and then view or print recipe. So it comes up with a recipe. Okay, there's your discount amount, 13%. And then your water amount, which is, in here it's 24.32%. That's how much cereal cream you're going to use. That's how much you're going to weigh your cereal cream. Now this lye amount right here, you don't use that number. Don't use that number at all. but you definitely use the water number as your cereal cream. So just blank that right out. And then these are the ounces that you're going to use for all of your oils. So this is your first calculation of your recipe to get the appropriate water amount and the appropriate ounce amount for each of your oils and your percentages of your oils. And then what you do is you go back to your soap calc page, and you, instead of clicking on the percentage right up here, you click over. Not right now, thanks. So you click on your ounce amounts at the top. So now it will go with your ounces. And then you go over here and click on milk fat. Okay? So you're going to add the milk fat amount now. So no, 24.32 ounces. See, 24.32 ounces minus 10%. So now you know what 10% of 24.32 ounces is, obviously. It's 2.432 ounces, right? So that's how much fat is in the cereal cream, the amount of cereal cream that you're going to use. So you use that number on your list here. So you go under here and type in 2.4 ounces for your milk fat, and then you go back down here and hit calculate recipe again. So the reason you want to do the first recipe first is because you want to get your percentages. You want to get that ounce amount in here, and make sure that this is set on ounces when you do that. Just a FYI there, because I do twice. So yeah, so that you can get these ounces amount, so that when you type in your second ounce amount, it comes up with different percentages for all of your oils there. Okay, so calculate recipe, and then it comes to 66.4 ounces. And then make sure you click on the multiple tabs. I don't know if you can see it down here, but there's a little, see, make sure you click on that for multiple tabs so that you don't lose your first recipe in case you haven't written anything down, which, you know, I sometimes do. And then you click on view or print recipe, and it comes up with another screen. So this is the accurate calculation, the more accurate calculation. So you're not going to use that water amount. You're going to use the first amount of 24.32 ounces that you got originally, right? Just cross that out. But the lye amount for this recipe is what you're going to use to measure out your lye. This is the number you're going to use, 8.556%, or 8.556 ounces. That's the amount you're going to use for your recipe. That is the accurate amount of lye needed to saponify all these oils less 13%. And for when you're calculating how hard or cleansing or conditioning or whatever your soap is going to be, these are the accurate amounts. This is what's actually going to be the final amount of these are going to be the amounts that are accurate for your final soap. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you guys that because I thought it was really useful information. It took me a while to figure it out. I actually ended up going through like probably 4 different ideas for recipes, so it took a while to figure this one out. And I haven't even tried it yet. I'm going to try it tonight. Is going to be my first time trying it, and I'm going to film it, so you'll get to see me making my first cold process recipe. And but I just wanted to share this with you first. Oh, is that look, Maya gave me a little row of rocks. How pretty. Say hi. Hi. Thank you very much, Maya. Anyway, thank you for watching, and bye.